What keeps you up at night?
My kids.
Your kids. Okay,
I mean, when it comes to our industry, honestly, turnaround times are still just an absolute nightmare. It's still, I don't want to say still, but that's always been on our radar. It's always about being faster, being faster, being faster.
When you think about like speed, why does speed matter to your referring providers?
The last thing you want when you're in this industry is patients to get back to the referral source saying, where's my CPAP or where's my wheelchair, that sort of thing. So that's where speed comes into play the most. We're turning things around in like 24 to 48 hours now compared to, what could have been a week or 2 weeks prior to having Tennr on board.
Our industry is not known for doing things quickly. We hear stories about how some patients it takes 6 weeks to 2 months to get set up. Typically, they're talking about some of the really large DMEs that do this. But roughly 60% of our patients are set up on PAP, it's a pure PAP therapy patient, within 10 days, which is crazy fast. And our referral partners love that because they want their patients to be put on therapy as quickly as possible.
How do you view Tennr as part of that like referral process?
Oh, it's collapsing the timeline because we have fewer things that we're doing manually. So the more that we can eliminate out of manual hand processing things or keying things in, the much better off we are.
How do you actually translate that? Like, do you tell your sales team, like, hey, just so you know, keep bragging about that, 10-day turnaround time?
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about how quickly we can get the patient on therapy. We talk about how high our patient satisfaction is. We're a 91 net promoter score. We have 96% patient satisfaction. That's mostly on the patient side, but the providers want to hear that. And then we say, if you've got a good patient that's got good insurance, that's not going to cause us too much, headache, we can get them up in 60% of the time within 10 days.
We talk a lot about like the whole company gets so rallied around the idea of sort of patient delays. What is the actual difference that it makes to your guys' patients when you don't have those delays, when it is, as fast as you guys do it?
Well, the quicker you can do it, the fewer calls, emails you get from patients wondering what's next, where am I, what's going on, what's the problem. There's a good chunk of our time that's dealing just with patients in terms of communications. The quicker you do that, the fewer, obviously, those calls you get.
And it feels like you can never be fast enough. And so that's always our approach is how can we get things in and out faster? It's just an endless push to always be better than we always were before.